Okay, so here, we will talk about addition polymerization. We already know there are two types of polymerization: condensation polymerization and addition polymerization. So in addition polymerization, what is going to happen? We already know that only one monomer is involved. So what will be the monomer, and what type of polymer is going to be formed? Let's take the example of, we know that here in addition polymerization we will always have a monomer with double bond. We will have ethene, for example. This is our example number 1. So what will be the polymer formed from ethene? It is going to be polyethylene. Whenever we are talking about monomer, it will always be poly. Now go ahead to see how we are going to draw it. So now here, for example, I have ethene. So ethene, which is double bond C2H4. This is my monomer. Making sure that this is my monomer which has double bond. Now how to draw polyethylene? What will I do? This double bond, it is going to be converted into single bond. This is one thing that I will take care of. Then what is the other thing that I will talk about? I will talk about the continuation of bonds. Okay, so this is one repeated units. In the exam, sometimes they ask us to draw two repeated units. So what we will do, two repeated units. So this is my second one. H. Making sure there is continuation of bond. This is my second repeated unit. This is my first unit. Also, sometimes in the exam, they won't tell us that, how many repeated units they want. In that case, what we gonna do it? Let me draw it here. Then, we will go for what? C, making sure single bonds, because we are drawing polymer, continuation of bond. And there is going to be, since they haven't told us the number, so means unlimited, right? So what we will do, we will go for bracket and write n. Now, this is how it is going to be completed. So either if they tell us 1, 2, 3 repeated units, we will draw accordingly. Or if they have just simply told us to draw a polymer of this ethene, we will draw this. This is how, we're going to go for these addition polymerization examples. Yes, correct. So in example number 2, monomer to polymer, polypropene. Propene is our monomer and our polymer is polypropene. So as we can see, we have drawn this. So this is one of the example of polymer. How about if we have to draw two repeated units? How are we going to draw that? Two repeated units of this polymer. Two repeated units. Yeah, this one, let it be, because this is one thing, right? Huh? This is one thing. Yes, so here we have, because we will always have two options to do in the exam. They might ask us to draw two repeated units or three repeated units. And if they don't say any, then, we can draw like this, like, we have drawn this. This is perfect. Here, what do we have? We have bracket, we have continuation of bond, and we have n also. Yes, and this is here, what do we have? We have two of the repeated units. Perfect. This is one repeated unit, right? This is one. this is the second repeated unit. Perfect. And what we should have, this is a polymer, so we should have the continuation of bonds. This is a must in polymer. Whenever, we are talking about polymers, we will go for these continuation of bonds. So the third one is chloroethene. So what will be the polymer of it? Polychloroethene. This is going to be our third example of addition polymerization. Now, how we going to draw it? Let me draw here the monomer, and then I would want you to draw the polymer from it. So what do we have? We have definitely double bond. HCl and H. So this is what this is, our monomer. Now I want you to draw polymer. We will draw both. I want you to draw 3 repeating units in first, and in the other one we will draw with bracket. So we will draw both of them. So here, yes, we have example number 3 from chloroethane to polychloroethane. And yes, correct. We have drawn 3 repeated units. This is the first one. This is the second one. And then here we have the third one. So in the exam, if they specify about 3 repeating units or 2 repeating units, so we will go accordingly, making sure there is continuation of bond since it is a polymer. If they haven't said any particular number, 2, 3 repeated units, then what we will go with the bracket and n, which actually shows infinite numbers of these polymers. In polymers, do not forget this continuation of bonds. Monomers, they will always have double bond. Polymers, they will have single bond. This is what we have to remember when we are drawing polymers and monomers. Yes, so here in example number 4, what did we have? We had butene. The polymer is polybutene, and here this is the monomer. Here, this is the polymer with an infinite number. And here, this is the monomer, which has 3 repeated units. 1, 2, 3. Now, for the next examples, we will go the other way around. Like we have done the examples from monomer to polymer. Now, let's do the examples from polymer to monomer. So here, what we're going to do from polymer to monomer. So here, in this example, what will I give you? Okay, the example of polymer that I have is here is polyphenyl ethene. Polyphenyl ethene. So of course, what will be the monomer of it when we are talking about monomer of it is going to be phenyl ethene, right? So monomer is going to be phenyl ethene. Now here, how we are going to draw it. So when, I'm talking about polyphenyl ethene, what do I have? I have this formula of polyphenyl ethene. C6H5H and continuation of bond, right? Since this is what this is, a polymer. So now how I am gonna go draw the monomer of it. Yeah, this is very, very important. So what will I do? The very first thing that I do is double bond, right? Remove my continuation of bond since I'm drawing what? I'm drawing monomer. So I removed my continuation of bond. I put double bond, and this is gonna be my monomer, which has double bonds and no continuation of bonds. So here, yeah, make sure you have the bracket and also, right? So this is what showing polymer. Now, you know, when we go to the next example where polypentene, which is a polymer, goes to pentene, which is a monomer. So here, you know, what do we have? Yes, we have bracket, we have continuation of bond, and we have N. And here, you know, in a monomer, what, you know, we will look at the double bond and make sure no continuation of bond. This is how, you know, we practice addition polymerization from monomer to polymer or polymer to monomer.